Imagine a cosmic battlefield where two dark, god-slaying figures face each other. On one side is Knull, the eldritch god of darkness and creator of the Symbiotes, known for wielding terrifying powers and existing since before the universe's light. On the other side stands Gorr the God Butcher, a mortal turned god killer, driven by a personal vendetta against all deities. Both characters wield the Necrosword, a weapon of unimaginable power that grants its user godlike abilities. But who would win if these two villains faced off? Let's dive into the realms of Marvel lore to see how each one wields this dark power, their motivations, strengths, and ultimately, what a battle between them might look like. Knull, the dark god of symbiotes and master of the Necrosword. Knull is more than just a villain. He is the very embodiment of darkness itself. In Marvel Comics, Knull's origin is closely linked with the beginning of time. Born in the darkness before creation, Knull was furious when light first appeared, breaking his infinite night. Fueled by rage, he created the all-black Necrosword, a blade capable of killing gods, forged from his dark essence and capable of forming symbiotes like venom and carnage. Knull's powers are near limitless, fueled by his darkness and the symbiote hive mind, and with his Necrosword, he has the ability to slay cosmic entities with ease. Knull's dark power allows him to manipulate shadows, create and control symbiotes, and spread darkness across galaxies. The Necrosword amplifies these abilities, granting him the power to reshape reality itself within certain bounds and devastate even the mightiest beings in the universe. His motivation is pure chaos, wanting to erase all that light created. Knull is a god of darkness without any moral restraint, and his malevolence is unmatched. In any encounter with other powerful beings, Knull stands out as a primal force of pure evil, wielding ancient and forbidden powers that transcend time. Gorr the God Butcher, driven by vengeance and empowered by the Necrosword. In contrast to Knull's cosmic origin, Gorr was once a mortal. Born on a desolate planet where his people worshipped gods that never seemed to answer, he lost everything he loved, his family, his home, while calling out to uncaring deities. After his loss, Gorr gave up his faith, deeming gods as heartless beings who cared nothing for those who worshipped them. His anger grew until he encountered the all-black Necrosword, abandoned in the aftermath of a godly battle. He claimed the weapon and became the God Butcher, vowing to rid the universe of every god he could find. With the Necrosword, Gorr's strength and durability skyrocketed to unimaginable levels. His ability to wield the sword allowed him to slaughter gods across the cosmos for thousands of years. But unlike Knull, Gorr's motivation was fueled by pain and personal betrayal, not pure malevolence. This rage-driven power made him relentless, focused, and completely determined to exterminate gods wherever they existed. His connection to the Necrosword granted him dark constructs and deadly forms of energy manipulation, making him almost invincible in combat. For Gorr, every god he encountered was just another target on his crusade for vengeance. The Necrosword, a weapon of infinite destruction. Both Knull and Gorr wield the Necrosword, but their mastery and relationship with the weapon are vastly different. The all-black Necrosword was originally created by Knull, so he wields it with an intrinsic understanding of its powers, tapping into its darkness and using it as an extension of his own will. For Knull, the Necrosword represents his dominion over darkness and the power to create symbiotic life. He uses it not only to kill but to control, spreading darkness and creating monstrous creatures to do his bidding. The sword and Knull are almost one, each feeding off the other's malevolence. Gorr, on the other hand, uses the Necrosword primarily as a tool of vengeance. He may not understand its origins like Knull does, but his single-minded purpose channels the sword's energy in a uniquely powerful way. Gorr uses the sword to manifest terrifying constructs and creatures that aid him in battle, known as the Black Berserkers, twisted manifestations of his hatred for the gods. The Necrosword amplifies his physical attributes to a level that makes him a match for even the strongest gods, granting him both offensive and defensive capabilities. However, Gorr's bond with the Necrosword is a partnership of need rather than inherent unity, unlike Knull. So, if they faced off, Knull would wield the sword with an unmatched level of mastery, while Gorr would utilize it as a weapon of relentless purpose. This difference in how they use the Necrosword could determine who would ultimately emerge victorious. Conclusion: who would win the battle between Knull and Gorr? In a battle between Knull and Gorr, we're not just seeing a clash of physical power, but a collision of ideologies and motivations. Knull is a god with a near unbreakable connection to the Necrosword, the darkness itself bending to his will. Gorr, while incredibly powerful, is still mortal in origin, driven by a very personal mission to destroy all gods as punishment for their indifference. However, against Knull's raw power, Gorr would be at a disadvantage due to Knull's ability to fully manipulate and control the Necrosword in ways Gorr cannot. Knull's ancient strength, combined with his godly powers and the Necrosword, would make him an extremely difficult opponent for Gorr to defeat. While Gorr is undoubtedly a formidable fighter who has felled countless gods, his understanding of the Necrosword is limited compared to its creator. Knull's connection to the symbiote hive mind would also allow him to adapt and control the battle in ways that Gorr might struggle to counter. If we were to picture their final showdown, it would be an intense battle of darkness versus darkness, with Gorr's unyielding will against Knull's godly mastery. Knull's understanding of the Necrosword, combined with his inherent power, would likely give him the upper hand. Knull would ultimately triumph, but not without a fierce and unforgettable battle. In the end, Gorr's resolve and rage would meet an insurmountable wall in Knull's cold, calculated malevolence. The battle would likely end with Knull standing victorious, his power reinforced by the very weapon that once gave Gorr his god-slaying abilities. This final clash would cement Knull's position as the ultimate dark god of the Marvel Universe, an unstoppable force against whom even the most driven mortal cannot prevail. Make sure to explore the rest of my videos for even more exciting character crossovers and intense battles that you won't want to miss. I truly appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. Your support means the world to me. Don't forget to stay tuned for more awesome content coming your way. And as always, take care of yourselves, stay happy, stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next one.